One thing must also be made clear. The name Band Mauvais or Bad Band does not signify violence. It is just a metaphor. At no time should it be taken literally. We thank Norrin J. for the info used in this morning's Did You Know? Did you know? Made possible compliments your nation station, DBS Radio. Up next, we'll bring you the DBS Major Morning News.
DBS News. Fresh in the morning. Eye-opening and balanced. The DBS Morning News starts right now.
The wreckage of a missing plane has been spotted by helicopters in the mountains near La Plaine, but there appears to be no signs of life. In news from the region, a St. Kitts state attorney charged in connection with the escape of a murder suspect. On the international scene, U.S. President Donald Trump signs orders focused on reshaping the U.S. military. And in sports, DeAndre Doughton hits the fastest T20 half-century by a West Indian as the West Indies beat Bangladesh. Well, good morning. I'm Gavin Richards with the DBS Major Morning News. The details right after this.
Soft Weave has something special for you. Introducing Soft Weave's new Christmas design paper towel. Now this is your chance to win big for the season. Purchase Soft Weave's Christmas design paper towel and get a chance to win one of 9 amazing prizes. Prizes include $1,000 cash, $500 cash, shopping vouchers, hams, and turkeys. So hurry now. Grab your Soft Weave Christmas design paper towels and win big. Make this season merry and mess-free. Soft Weave Christmas Edition. Promotion ends January 31st. See in stores for details.
Terms and conditions apply.
Merry Christmas to everyone.
Petro Caribe. Tank installation is part of our mission. Excellent client support is what we got. Contribution to development of Dominica. Supply of LPG at an affordable rate. Let's go. Petro Caribe straight. No time to waste. So come on everyone with me to Petro Caribe. 250 gallon propane tank. 420 pound propane tank. 100 pound LPG cylinder. Petro Caribe. 20 pound fiberglass cylinder. Petro Caribe. Petro Caribe. Petro Caribe. Petro Caribe. Petro Caribe. Petro Caribe. Petro Caribe.
Since 1910, HHV Whitchurch and Company Limited has proudly served Dominica, offering a wide variety of products and services in shipping, logistics, insurance, travel, retail, and wholesale. We are committed to serve you. Contact us today at 767-255-1100 or visit us at our main office on Old Street, Roseau. From humble beginnings to proud achievements, HHV Whitchurch and Company Limited.
DBS News.
Welcome back and thanks for staying with us. First up in the news this morning, search and rescue personnel from Dominica and Martinique are reporting that the wreckage of a missing aircraft has been located. At about 2:50 p.m. yesterday, the French civil security helicopter, which was made available in a joint search and rescue operation with the Dominican authorities, spotted the wrecked plane in the mountains near 3 kilometers west of La Plaine. The area is steep and rescue officials have not made their way to the site by foot. There are no apparent signs of life. 3 bodies have been identified on the crash site of the wreckage. The Dominican Rescue Operation Commander has had discussions and a meeting with French search and rescue authorities on the ground to determine the next course of action. While state services in Martinique are ready to send additional reinforcements in collaboration with Dominican authorities. The apparent search and rescue operation has now been downgraded to a recovery operation. The ill-fated 4-seater Cessna plane departed Douglas Charles Airport at 3:45 p.m. on Sunday en route to Martinique when communication was lost. In some more news this morning, 5 countries will be represented at the OECS pageant in Dominica. That's the Miss OECS pageant in Dominica on Friday at the Windsor Park forecourt. Well, there are Miss Dominica, Kiana Dyer, Timikwa Ditterville of St. Lucia, Mauricia Barzi of Montserrat, Shania Samuel of Antigua, and Lisha Beach of St. Vincent. Pageant Director Romualda Hyacinth says the Miss OECS pageant creates a platform for women of the OECS to improve themselves.
Our pageant seeks to celebrate young women's grace, talent, and cultural heritage across the OECS. Conceptualized in Dominica over 20 years ago, the show went into hiatus and was revamped by our team in 2019 to promote regional unity and Caribbean womanhood. The Miss OECS pageant provides a platform for contestants to showcase their intelligence, poise, and charm, while advocating for critical social issues positively impacting their communities. This pageant is a testimony to each contestant's dedication, hard work, and resilience. Each of our contestants embodies intelligence, compassion, and determination. They are not just representatives of beauty, they are beacons of change and progress. Please join me in welcoming these incredible women from the OECS who have come from near and far to participate in this spectacular event. The young ladies will participate in 6 segments as follows: promotional video, which will be prejudged, a promotional speech about themselves and their country, creative national wear, question and answer, performing talent, swimwear, and evening wear.
And that was the pageant director, Romualda Hyacinth. The 5 participants told the launching ceremony at the Old Mill Cultural Center last night that they are honored to be representing their countries at the regional pageant.
My name is Shania Samuel, and I was born and raised in the beautiful Isle of Antigua and Barbuda. I am 25 years of age, and I am grateful to be given the opportunity to represent my country and also to continue to build in sisterhoods in pageantry. And as a police constable within the Royal Police Force of Antigua and Barbuda, I do understand the importance of teamwork.
I am 21-year-old Kiana Dyer, and I represent the land of 365 rivers and our hosting country, Dominica. I just want to invite everybody to the show on Friday, 31st, 8 p.m. at Carnival City Stadium Forecourt. Ladies, like I said this morning, welcome. Chaperones, like I said this morning, it's a tight time, but it's a time for us to bond and it's a time for us to network.
My name is Timikwa Ditterville, and I am proud to represent St. Lucia at the Miss OECS pageant for 2025. First, let me start by extending my heartfelt gratitude for welcoming me and my fellow pageant sisters to your beautiful nature isle here in Dominica. On January 31st, I welcome each and every one of you to an unforgettable journey. Let's come together to celebrate and support the phenomenal women of this pageant under the theme, vision, elegance, and empowerment.
Allow me to accept the protocol and formally reintroduce myself as contestant number 4, Miss Mauricia Barzi. I am 19 years old, and it is indeed an honor to be representing Montserrat. I must say that it's been a while since Montserrat has been participating in the Miss OECS pageant, and I do find it extremely grateful that I'll be the one to be representing my country. I must say that that night will be a night to remember. Not only 5 captivating ladies vying for the title, but you will witness unity and sisterhood like no other.
I am Lisha Beach, and I am honored and elated to be representing the gem of the Antilles, Hairuna, the island of 32 islands and keys, St. Vincent and the Grenadines. And I am extremely privileged to be here in the Nature Isle. I am also very honored to be representing my country. It's a pleasure to be an ambassador to my beautiful home. And as I represent St. Vincent and the Grenadines, I would carry the beauty of my people in my heart as I would strive to bring the vibrancy of Vincentians here in Dominica to hopefully continue the integration process that the OECS brings.
Participants of the Miss OECS pageant to be held in Dominica on Friday at Windsor Park Stadium Forecourt. A 9-member jury consisting of 8 women and 1 man has been empaneled to hear the murder trial of Alger Liverpool of Massac, who is accused with the death of Glensworth Frank. Ronaldo Luke reports.
The indictment filed by the Director of Public Prosecution, Shima Darampal, is that between September 15th and 18th, 2020, Liverpool murdered Frank contrary to law. According to reports from the police, the lifeless body of Frank, who was a double amputee and wheelchair-bound, was discovered in a drain in Caneville on September 17th, 2020, with several lacerations to the forehead. Earlier this month, during his arraignment at the High Court, Liverpool entered a plea of not guilty to the charge of murder. As a result, the matter has been scheduled for trial, with proceedings now officially on the way. Following the impaneling of the jury, the case was adjourned to Tuesday for voir dire, during which time the court will examine the admissibility of some of the prosecution's evidence. The jury is expected to return to court on Wednesday for the official start of the trial. State Attorney Dana Matthew has conduct of the prosecution's case, while defense attorneys Wayne Norde and Ronald Charles represent the accused.
Meantime, a Soufriere man has been remanded at Stock Farm Prison on a charge of deception, pending a formal bail application.
According to the complaint of the police, it is alleged that on January 21st, 2025 at Caneville, Quincy Austin Bruce did dishonestly obtain a red Kia Sonet sports utility vehicle valued at $97,000 from a cashier at Auto Trade. The complaint further stated that during the said transaction, Bruce falsely represented that a Halifax Visa debit card was valid for payment, intending to permanently deprive the establishment of the said vehicle. Following his arrest, the accused appeared before Magistrate Michael Loader at the Roseau Magistrate Court on Monday, where the charge was formally read to him. Bruce was not required to enter a plea, as the matter is an indictable offense expected to be tried at the High Court. During the hearing, Police Prosecutor Inspector Simon Edwards objected to bail, highlighting the seriousness of the offense. He further revealed that Bruce has other similar matters currently pending before the court. Defense attorney Wayne Norde requested that the bail application be deferred to a later date, which the court granted. The matter has been adjourned to April 28, 2025, for the start of the preliminary inquiry. Ronaldo Luke reporting for DBS News.
Thank you very much, Rolando Luke. And the St. Martin's Secondary School and the Castlebruce Secondary School will officially start off the 2025 Inter-Secondary Schools Debating Competition today. Round 1 will consist of 5 debates, which will take place at the UE Global Campus from 2:30 this afternoon. Organizer of the Inter-Secondary Schools Debating Competition is Trudy Christian.
The Intersecondary Schools Debating Competition Round 1 kicks off this week with 5 debates in this round. On Tuesday, the 28th of January, we'll see the St. Martin's Secondary School debating against the Castlebruce Secondary School, and also the Isaiah Thomas Secondary School debating the Portsmouth Secondary School. And these both debates will be on the topic skills-based learning has become more relevant than formal academic training in meeting the economic needs of Dominica. So 2 debates on Tuesday the 28th on skills-based learning has become more relevant than formal academic training in meeting the economic needs of Dominica. And on Wednesday the 29th, round 1 continues with 2 more debates. The Pierre Charles Secondary School will take on the Goodwill Secondary School, and the St. Mary's Academy will take on the Dominica Grammar School. These 2 debates will be on the topic adolescents who have reached the age of consent should not require parental consent to acquire reproductive and sexual health services in Dominica. So 2 debates on this topic on Wednesday, and the final debate in round 1 will be the Convent High School against the Wesley High School, and this will be on Thursday. This debate will be on the topic, the recent body positivity movement is dangerous because it has led to the desensitization of adolescents to the health risks associated with obesity.
And that's organizer of the Inter-Secondary Schools Debating Competition, Trudy Christian. And before we head into news from the region, we can also tell you that primary and secondary school students across Dominica are this week observing National 4-H Week under the theme Rekindling the Bond of Unity. Activities will begin with a church service this morning. In news from the region, the St. Kitts Director of Public Prosecutions has announced charges against one of its own Crown Council prosecutors. Attorney Santris Dorset has been charged by the Royal St. Christopher and Nevis Police Force in connection with helping murder suspect Kyron Philip flee the state. She has been charged with a number of offences, including accessory after the fact to murder, attempting to pervert the course of justice, and misconduct in public office and corruption. The DPP's office said it will not hesitate to take firm action against anyone who seeks to interfere with the administration of justice through such conduct. And on the international scene, the U.S. President Donald Trump has signed several executive orders focused on reshaping the U.S. military. One order signed late on Monday bans diversity, equity, and inclusion initiatives in the military, and it will remove the use of race or sex-based preferences in the armed forces. The department, or that should be the Defense Department, and the Homeland Security Department. Another reinstates more than 8,000 service members who were discharged for refusing to get the COVID-19 vaccine. The White House added that a third executive order tasked officials with formulating a policy on transgender troops, and the action does not immediately ban transgender service members. Well, that's the news. Let's recap the headlines. The wreckage of a missing plane has been spotted by helicopters in the mountains near La Plaine, but there appears to be no signs of life. Regionally, a St. Kitts state attorney charged in connection with the escape of a murder suspect. U.S. President Donald Trump signs orders focused on reshaping the U.S. military. And coming up in sports, Deandra Doughton hits the fastest T20 half-century by a West Indian as the West Indies beat Bangladesh. That's the news. Stay tuned for sports.
Not only does it make your white the cleanest and brightest, the benefits of using Clean and White bleach are endless. The sterilizing property of Clean and White bleach is beneficial for several household purposes. Clean and White bleach has the ability to remove mold and mildew from hard surfaces, serve as a disinfectant for household items like your kitchen and bathroom area, and even your baby's toys. Clean and White bleach is available in various sizes at Fine Food. Call 617-6342 or order on Click and Collect your Clean and White bleach today. Clean and White bleach available at Fine Foods and sold island-wide.
Petro Caribe. Tank installation is part of our mission. Excellent client support is what we got. Contribution to development of Dominica. Supply of LPG at an affordable rate. Let's go. Petro Caribe straight. No time to waste. So come on everyone with me to Petro Caribe. 250 gallon propane tank. 420 pound propane tank. 100 pound LPG cylinder. Petro Caribe. 20 pound fiberglass cylinder. Petro Caribe. Petro Caribe. Petro Caribe. Petro Caribe. Petro Caribe. Petro Caribe. Petro Caribe.
Since 1910, HHV Whitchurch and Company Limited has proudly served Dominica, offering a wide variety of products and services in shipping, logistics, insurance, travel, retail, and wholesale. We are committed to serve you. Contact us today at 767-255-1100 or visit us at our main office on Old Street, Roseau. From humble beginnings to proud achievements, HHV Whitchurch and Company Limited.
Covering the nation and beyond, DBS Sports Report.
Rudolph Thomas Enterprise in Portsmouth, your suppliers of building materials and hardware products. Over 20 years experience in the business. Rudolph Thomas has lumber and plywood, Portland and tile cement, steel rods, galvanized and fence pipe. And Rudolph Thomas can meet all your wire needs. Galvanized roofing sheets, doors, windows, toilet sets, face basins, and bidets. PVC piping, fittings, and lattice. Check out Rudolph Thomas for ceramic and vinyl floor and wall tiles, nails, nuts and bolts, paint and painting supplies. And check out their line of electrical and hand tools. And Rudolph Thomas is your one-stop shop for hard-to-find items like fiberglass mat and fiberglass resin and welding rods. Go now to Rudolph Thomas on 1240 Bay Street in Portsmouth.
The National Bank of Dominica Board of Directors invites all shareholders to Cocktails and Calypso, the annual Shareholders Forum, Thursday, January 30th, 2025 at the Fort Young Hotel. Get informed, understanding the annual report and financial statements by facilitator Dr. Robertine Chatterton. Pre-registration is required for shareholders attending the forum online. Visit nbddominica.com or NBD's social media platform for registration links and instructions. Join us as we mix business insights with vibrant culture. NBD's Cocktails and Calypso, the annual Shareholders Forum 2025.
Well, welcome to the Morning Sports. We're bowling off with cricket news. Hayley Matthews was her usual self with the bat, and Deandra Dottin reminded everyone why she's called the world boss as the West Indies women raced to victory over Bangladesh in the first T20 in St. Kitts last night. Well, Matthews was clinical while Dottin provided the brute force as the West Indies cruised to the 8-wicket win. Bangladesh won the toss and batted first. They got 144 for 3 in their 20 overs. Nigar Sultana Jyoti got 53. Sherry Ann Fraser picked up 1 for 23. Hayley Matthews 1 for 36 and Afi Fletcher 1 for 30. The West Indies in reply chased down the total with comfort. Hayley Matthews hit 59 not out and Deandra Dottin got 50 of just 21 balls with 7 sixes, the fastest T20 half-century by a West Indian, as the West Indies posted 145 for 2 in 16.5 overs. Deandra Dottin was named the player of the match.
Emotions are pretty easy. It's always good to get out there and get some runs on the board and bring home the game for the team.
It must be a good surface for you to go out the way you went out and play. Tell us a little bit about the surface and your mindset.
To be honest, the surface was a road. It's a really good surface. It was good to bat on. So I think 140 was a really good total that we restricted into in order to chase it down.
You have struck the most sixes of any player in the women's game. Tell us a little bit about your strengths and six hitting.
It's just a matter of keeping your eyes on the ball, you know, and watching it along and connecting on it and actually clearing the fence.
And that over in particular, when you took some 20 runs from it, you just went for everything, didn't you?
Yeah, I mean, like it was actually there to go for. It was a bit slow, and the wind, and I had the breeze to assist me as well, so I just go with it.
And that's the player of the match, Deandra Dottin. Well, the West Indies, they are leading the series 1-0. The second T20 is on Wednesday. We're staying with cricket news as the West Indies women's under-19 team crashed to another heavy defeat as they ended their campaign in the ICC Women's Under-19 World Cup in Malaysia this morning. The West Indies went down by 10 wickets to Bangladesh as they suffered yet another disappointing showing in the bat. West Indies were restricted to 54 for 6 in their 20 overs, and Bangladesh replied with a 55 without loss in 8.5 overs. The loss meant that the West Indies finished at the bottom of the Super 6 stage. It also meant that they finished the World Cup with just one win from the 5 matches in the tournament, and that lone win came against the host country, Malaysia. Still with cricket news, Dominica's Kamal Hamilton could make his first-class cricket debut as he has been included in the Windward Islands Volcano squad for the first 2 matches in the regional 4-day tournament, which gets underway tomorrow. Well, the tall-off spinner is among 4 Dominicans in the Windward's team for their first match against the Jamaican Scorpions starting in St. Vincent tomorrow. The other Dominicans are Stefan Pascal, Gillan Tyson and Gian Benjamin. The Windward's team will be captained by Sunil Ambrose in the absence of Alec Athanaze, who is still out on West Indies duties. Kenneth Demba is the vice-captain. Well, the full team is Sunil Ambrose, Kenneth Demba, Gian Benjamin, Kieron Kotoy, Daryl Cyrus, Sadrak Descart, John L. Eugene, Kamal Hamilton, Ryan John, Darius Martin, Stefan Pascal, Jeremy Solozano, and Gillan Tyson. The Windward Islands are being coached by Kenroy Peters. The former West Indies wicketkeeper Carlton Ball Jr. is the assistant coach, and Liam Sebastian is the team manager. Let's move on to some more news as there were wins for the Convent High School, the Dominica State College, and the Portsmouth Secondary School as the Sports Division Secondary Schools Under-20 volleyball tournament continued yesterday. Well, at the Convent High School grounds, the Convent High School girls took an easy 3-set win over the Wesley High School, winning that game 25-12, 25-16, and 25-21. While in the boys division, the Dominica State College, they got past the St. Mary's Academy in straight sets, winning 25-20, 25-5, and 25-8. While at the Massac Indoor Facility, the Portsmouth Secondary School got past the Castlebrook Secondary School in a 5-set thriller. The Portsmouth Secondary School took the match 25-15, 25-22, 18-25, 23-25, and 15-12. While the PSS boys, they beat the Castlebrook Secondary School boys 3-1, winning that game 25-23, 21-25, and 25-16, 27-25. The competition continues today with the Pierre Charles Secondary School taking on the Convent High School B team in the women's division. That game will be played at Granby, and there's also a match of the Pierre Charles Secondary School boys coming up against the Goodwill Secondary School boys. And over at Marigot, we'll have the Northeast Comprehensive playing the Isaiah Thomas Secondary School in both the men and women's divisions. Meantime, in the sports divisions 13 and under football league, the Portsmouth Secondary School, they defeated the Isaiah Thomas Secondary School 6-0 at the Benjamin's Park. We had Rangel Yankee and Jaden Thomas getting 2 goals each, with Sirkwan Brumant and Durvan Jupi scoring a goal as well. While over at the Newtown playing field, the Northeast Comprehensive School defeated the Pierre Charles Secondary School 5-2. Scoring for the Northeast Comprehensive, Jerry Prince got 2 goals. Derry Prince and DeAndre Hakim also scored as well, while Jaden Dura got both goals for the Pierre Charles Secondary School. And in the other match, St. Mary's Academy defeated the Dominica Grammar School 5-0. Lamari Frederick, he got 4 goals, and Quentin Tung got a goal as well for the SMA. There's also cricket action on this morning as the Northeast Comprehensive will battle the Portsmouth Secondary School at the Londonderry playing field, and that's in the only match today in the Sports Division Secondary Schools Under-20 cricket competition. And the Sports Division is launching a new football program which will target students from the ages of 5 to 10 years at the primary school level. Sports coordinator Trevor Shillingford says the program is being run with assistance from the Sports Department of Switzerland. He says the move will help football at the grassroots level.
There is still a gap at our primary schools, and that is the students from ages 5 to 10. Realizing that there's this gap, we are now introducing a program which we call Play More Football Dominica. And that program will cater for students from ages 5 to 10 at our primary schools and also in our communities. So as we speak, we have an official from the Department of Youth and Sports in Switzerland who will be assisting us with the introduction of that particular program. And we'll be training during that period community coaches, coaches from the academy, and also coaches at the school who will be responsible for developing or implementing that program for students between the ages of 5 to 10.
And that's the sports coordinator, Trevor Shillingford. President of the Dominica Bodybuilding Association, Emmanuel Loblack, says Dominica has lost a true champion with the passing of former bodybuilder Bertrand Bruni. Bruni passed away after a battle with illness last week. Loblack says that Bruni was a true professional in the sport of bodybuilding.
Numerous national and OECS titles, in Dominica, and he was a very committed individual, very nice individual, a family-oriented man, a humbled man, a joiner by profession. Bertrand, we know that was alien for some time, but his passing was a bit surprise to me. but he has gone to meet his maker. We know that the bodybuilders, who are alive still, I know that they are how shocked they are because Bertie we were like a family in those days, working in patients' gyms. That is where the whole thing originated from. And Bertie took on karate kickers, and then he moved into weightlifting, and he got involved. He got to love bodybuilding, and from there he catapulted as a force to reckon with in bodybuilding in Dominica and the OECS. You know that it is just very very sad. He had to depart from this world. But again, when your maker call you, there's nothing we can do. And once again, on behalf on the Bodybuilding Association, I would like to extend say hearty condolences to to his wife and his children and the bodybuilding fraternity in Dominica.
And thus, President of the Dominica Bodybuilding Association, Emmanuel Loblack, taking us to the end of the DBS Morning Sports Report. Of course, we'll have some more sporting highlights for you at 11 o'clock and as well as 1:28 during the 13:15 news. Until then, I'm Gavin Richards saying good morning.
The National Bank of Dominica Board of Directors invites all shareholders to Cocktails and Calypso, the annual Shareholders Forum, Thursday, January 30th, 2025 at the Fort Young Hotel. Get informed, understanding the annual report and financial statements by facilitator Dr. Robertine Chatterton. Pre-registration is required for shareholders attending the forum online. Visit nbddominica.com or NBD's social media platform for registration links and instructions. Join us as we mix business insights with vibrant culture. NBD's Cocktails and Calypso, the annual Shareholders Forum 2025.
Rudolph Thomas Enterprise in Portsmouth, your suppliers of building materials and hardware products. Over 20 years experience in the business. Rudolph Thomas has lumber and plywood, Portland and tile cement, steel rods, galvanized and fence pipe. And Rudolph Thomas can meet all your wire needs. Galvanized roofing sheets, doors, windows, toilet sets, face basins and bidets. PVC piping, fittings and lattice. Check out Rudolph Thomas for ceramic and vinyl floor and wall tiles, nails, nuts and bolts, paint and painting supplies. And check out their line of electrical and hand tools. And Rudolph Thomas is your one-stop shop for hard-to-find items like fiberglass mat and fiberglass resin and welding rods. Go now to Rudolph Thomas on 1240 Bay Street in Portsmouth.
DBS News. Accurate, up-to-date, professional. We bring you the news of the nation via 3 newscasts, Monday to Saturday at 7 a.m. The DBS Major Morning News, 1:15 p.m. Your lunchtime news bulletin, and at 6 in the evening, the DBS Evening News. Call us at 448-4302. Listen on www.dbcradio.net. Don't forget to like our Facebook page at www.facebook.com/DBS Radio. Stay on top of the nation's news with your nation station, DBS. "7:33 here on Your Nature Isle. That's the time. Coming up shortly, we'll bring you your morning's weather report. Just before we do so, would like to remind you of your Kalinago phrase for the day, and that's I'm not going in Kalinago. I'm not going in Kalinago. Ma yundiri batina. Ma yundiri batina. Ma yundiri. M-A yundiri. Y-U-N. That's a Y-U-N-D-I-R-I. Yundiri, Yundiri, and Batina, Batina, Batina. Mayundiri, Batina. I am not going in Kalinago. Join us tomorrow morning, God willing, for another Kalinago Word of the Day here on your nation station at roughly 6:47 with Nico Tabulu. Up next, your morning's weather report made possible compliments of the good folks of Flow Dominica Limited and Big Edge Financial.
You've got the edge over your circumstances. Many times there'll be trials to face, at least when it comes to your waning finances. You've got the edge, help is coming your way. You've got Big Edge for those days when you're running low. Big Edge is the place to go. Big Edge, the cash can be in your hand with the easiest payment plan.
At this time, we greet Dane Charles with this morning's weather report. Good morning.
Good morning. This is your weather update from the Dominica Meteorological Service at the Douglas Charles Airport for the 28th of January 2025, recorded at 7 a.m. Today's weather is expected to be fair to occasionally cloudy and breezy at times with some early morning scattered showers. The conditions at Douglas Charles Airport this morning were partly cloudy. The surface winds came from the east-southeast at 5 knots or 9 kilometers an hour, and the temperature was 26 degrees Celsius or 79 degrees Fahrenheit. Yesterday's rainfall at Douglas Charles was 13.8 millimeters, and the monthly rainfall so far has been 153.3 millimeters. Sunset today is at 6:02 p.m. and sunrise tomorrow at 6:35 a.m. High tide today at 2:34 p.m. and the next low tide at 8:04 a.m. and 9:39 p.m. And now the weather outlook for Dominica and the Lesser Antilles. High wind speeds generated by a high pressure system are expected to maintain an increased cloudiness with scattered showers across the island during the next 24 hours. Breezy to windy conditions will persist across the region during the week. Moderate seas are expected today, with waves expected to peak to 8 feet along the northern and eastern coastline and to near 10 feet tonight. All sea users and people living near to or traversing coastal areas are advised to be on the alert and to continue to take the necessary precautions. Sea bathers are advised to stay out of the water. And now the weather forecast for today and tonight. The synopsis: a high-pressure system is a dominant feature. The forecast for today is fair to occasionally cloudy and breezy at times with some early morning scattered showers. The forecast for tonight is fair to occasionally cloudy with a few late-night showers. The winds are expected to come from the east-northeast to east-southeast at 15 to 35 kilometers an hour. Sea conditions expected moderate in open water with waves from 1.5 to 2.5 meters or 5 to 8 feet. A small craft advisory is in effect. For more information about weather conditions, visit our website at www.weather.gov.dm or call us at 266-4490. For further information, like our Facebook page at Dominica Meteorological Service, follow us on Instagram at Dominica Met, and also on our WhatsApp channel at 618-3469. Reporting from the Douglas Charles Airport, I am Dane Charles.
And we thank Dane Charles for this morning's weather report made possible compliments Big Edge Financial and Flow Dominica Limited.
Here's a fun fact. In just 29 seconds, you can say goodbye to paper bills forever. Seriously, in 29 seconds. That's less time than this ad. Head over to discoverflow.co or visit us in-store and update your contact information now. By October 1st, your bills will be digital, easy to access, secure, and hassle-free. So what are you waiting for? This ad still has 2 seconds left, and you could have already gone paperless.
Weather information a part of your daily life. Listen to the weather report after the morning news and at 1:10 p.m. daily on DBS Radio. A message from the Dominica Meteorological Service, your trusted source for weather information.
This is DBS Radio.
21 minutes before 8. That's the time here on Your Nature Isle, made possible. Compliments the good folks of Auto Trade. Get the 2024 Nissan Frontier today with 0% interest, $1,800 monthly. Check out the good folks of Auto Trade today. Up next, your morning's weather report, or I should say your morning's presentation of the general announcements and what's on your community bulletin board, made possible compliments Valley Engineering Sales and Services and the Central Cooperative Credit Union.
Doudou, ou te oblige an bawa se mwen mitan la we ouzo kon sa? An wale kote Valley Engineering pou wanje zafen.
Get back on track. At Valley Engineering, we offer a wide range of high-quality auto spare parts designed to keep your vehicle running smoothly and efficiently. We offer the best parts and accessories at affordable prices. Ensure safety and reliability for every journey. Come to Valley Engineering. Our experienced and knowledgeable staff will gladly assist you. Call 448-5008, 448-2279, or 615-1310. Valley Engineering, 64 years of service to the people of Dominica.
Valley Engineering, merci en l'eau, merci en chai, merci autant.
Thanks again for your continued patronage.
And now, your community bulletin board.
Dragon Windows, located at Woodbridge Bay, Funko-Lay, opposite the port, wishes to inform the public and their esteemed customers that their offices and factory will be closed today, Tuesday, January 28th, 2025, in observance of the Chinese New Year. This closure allows their team to celebrate this important traditional festival. Normal operations will resume on Wednesday, January 29th, with their regular business hours of 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Dragon Windows sincerely apologize for any inconvenience this may cause and greatly appreciates your understanding. Thank you for your continued support from the entire team at Dragon Windows. They wish everyone a happy and prosperous 2025. The Dominica Air and Seaports Authority invites applicants to an open day career expo on Wednesday, January 29 from 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. at the Woodbridge Bay Port. This career expo is an excellent chance to explore multiple job opportunities. Open positions: operations clerk, accounts clerk, human resource assistant, junior mechanic, senior mechanic, sanitary engineer, groundsman, security guard, apprentice pilot, coxswain, lineman, health and safety officer, accountant, IT technician, air traffic controller, accounts receivables clerk, and female attendant. All individuals required to pay trade and professional licenses for the income year 2025 are notified that these licenses are due and payable by January 31, 2025. Payments should be made at the Inland Revenue Division on High Street or at the sub-treasuries at Marigot or Portsmouth during the hours of 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. on Mondays and from 8 a.m. to 3 p.m. Tuesdays to Fridays. Additionally, all employers are informed that completed TD5 forms should be furnished with the Inland Revenue Division showing the total remuneration and tax deducted on behalf of each employee for the income year 2024 by January 31, 2025. Please be guided accordingly. Dominica Freight Systems Portsmouth office will be temporarily closed for renovations starting Thursday, January 30, 2025. Office pickups, payments, and